Now, Marsabit County continues to reel from the severe effects of the ongoing drought in the country. After 4 years without rainfall, communities here have been forced to rely on food assistance, which they say is barely sufficient for them and their families. And as Martin Mwangi now reports, with no clear sign of an end to the menace, humanitarian agencies are now appealing for more support from donors and well-wishers.
Across the bare vast fields of North Hor, Marsabit County, this herd of camels traverses in search of water and pasture. In the process of trudging across the desert, some of these animals have lost the battle and their carcasses left for scavengers. The communities can only rely on assistance from well-wishers. At the food donation site, Yatani Dida sits with her neighbors in the scorching heat waiting for some food. This is her only means of survival at the moment. Her job as a firewood seller can no longer sustain her since she is not energetic enough to venture out and fetch firewood. She, however, says that the food will not be enough to sustain her and her huge family.
If this food was to be shared in my household only, it would have kept us going for months. But I live amongst village folks who are equally poor like myself. I don't feel comfortable as my neighbors sleep hungry, hence when it is shared, the food only lasts for days.
The community here, she says, believes in the spirit of sharing, and as she does that, the minimum food aid she receives does not last her long. A small herd of livestock that her husband owned on a piece of land in Saku succumbed to the drought before her husband's death. She was forced to sell off the piece of land and use the proceeds to put a roof over her head.
I cannot afford a staple food of corn and beans as a kilogram of each has gone up. In fact, today, I have not even prepared anything.
59-year-old Huka Duba is also queuing here for some token of hope. He is a herder, and as he says, it's only a matter of time before his remaining animals succumb to the drought. The UN Food Agency World Food Program has been supporting communities to overcome the severe effects of the drought, including helping health facilities managing malnutrition.
I have been going around Marsabit County, and what I've been observing are dry water points. I have also observed depleted pastures, emaciated livestock, and even dead carcasses of livestock.
WFP has been able to reach just about 100,000 people with food aid, including cash transfers in Isiolo, Samburu, Marsabit, and Turkana. It is now scaling up its efforts so as to reach over 500,000 drought-stricken people in the 12 of the worst affected counties. They are Marsabit, Wajir, Mandera, Turkana, Isiolo, Garissa, Samburu, Tana River, Baringo, Kitui, Kwale, and Kilifi. The United States government, through the U.S. Agency for International and Development, USAID, has donated 23.4 billion Kenya shillings to support the operations of WFP in Kenya. The donation will be used to provide critical food and nutrition assistance and resilience-building initiatives for thousands of people facing worst drought in 4 decades. According to the National Disaster Management Authority's National Drought Early Warning Bulletin for September 2022, the number of people in need of humanitarian assistance is projected to increase to 4.35 million by October 2022. The report further indicates that the worsening household food security situation has resulted in acute malnutrition rates noted across the county's 942,000 cases of children aged between 6 and 59 months acutely malnourished, 134,000 cases of pregnant or lactating women acutely malnourished and in need of treatment. With no end in sight to the drought crisis, humanitarian agencies are calling on more and more donors to intervene so as to ensure predictable and sustainable funding through the year and well into 2023 to help save lives. Martin Mwangi, NTV.